Alright, let's get into talking about the final card in the Major Arcana, which is the World. Technically, the Fool is the first and final card. As they say, the journey begins and ends with the Fool, but we'll talk about that a little bit at the end of this video in just a moment. The World, first off, on a basic level, if you were to pull this in a reading, really what it has to do with is large overarching cycles, large repetitions of patterns in life that may not always be immediately obvious. The kinds of things, so this could be pointing towards somebody repeating a pattern of behavior that is getting them the same results over and over again. But on the deeper level, this has to do with patterns on the grand, like cosmic scale. So this could have to do with cycles. The main keyword I would have to do with here is cycles and repetitions. Now, on the deeper level, which is, you can kind of see where this relates, it has to do with the idea of this, going through this journey of the Major Arcana, going from the Fool, which knows nothing basically, and up through all these different cards and all these different states of awakening, to finally get to this point where one becomes one with all that is, with the universe. One becomes the world. And that is when, after this point, the journey begins again as the Fool, only instead of being a foolish, immature fool, it is somebody who appears as a fool but is actually a master of the universe. And then that's where you see these ideas in like Hollywood and like books and fantasy about these very awakened, just incredible beings that actually live, who turn out to be like like a homeless guy on the street who looks really dirty and just kind of crazy, but then it turns out he's actually like one of the masters of the universe, and that's that sort of idea of the journey beginning and ending with the Fool, to where you might want to be careful how you judge people, because sometimes it is the one who seems most foolish that is actually the most awakened. And on an unrelated topic, that was actually a Star Wars theme that got scrapped with one of the remakes they made. It was actually turned out that it was supposed to be that the most annoying character, Jar Jar Binks, who was the biggest fool in the whole series, turned out to actually be one of the Sith Lords that was kind of orchestrating everything. But there was a really bad public backlash about that, so they cut it out. And I know that's kind of off topic, but it does relate. It's the same idea. It's like the one who seems like they might just be a bumbling idiot might actually be that one who's already been through this whole process and just knows and is doing things from behind the scenes. So that pretty much covers all of the Major Arcana here. We're going to get into the elements next, the court cards, the Minor Arcana, which will describe a very different process, but I'll save that for when we start those videos. So I hope to see you there. I believe we're going to start with the wands, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you there.